Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. As usual, my name is Attendant. So today I'm going to talk about a topic that even when I searched for this topic on YouTube, I was unable to get, and I said I was going to do a video on it. It's can I be married and still apply for a cabin crew position? Or while I'm a cabin crew, can I be married and still be a cabin crew? And the answer to this question is yes. Being a cabin crew has nothing to do with your marital status. It's just that it depends on the kind of partner that you're married to. Now, let me give an example of the way the schedule of a cabin crew roster. Normally, we are given our rosters for the month or maybe 2 weeks, depending on the airline that you're working for. And sometimes you can have a flight that you can go in the morning and come back in the evening, which means you leave your base in the morning and you come back to your base in the evening, or you leave your base in the morning, come back in the afternoon, depending on what the operations department gives to you. Those type of flights, we call them turnarounds. Those turnaround flights are flights where you leave your base and come back to your base, and flights whereby you spend it outside your base. That's what they call layover or night stop. So most times for layovers and night stop, that's where we are giving allowance by the airline that we're working for. So you can definitely have time if you're married. Like a year after I became a cabin crew, I got married, and I've been married for 11 years. And for those period, for 5 years of my marriage, I was married with a child. And some people wonder how I was able to juggle between being a mother, being a wife, and being, a cabin crew. It was so easy because, number one, I got married to, I won't say my best friend only, but I got married to a person who understood the job. It's very vital that you get married to someone who actually knows the job. It's different when you're dating. When you're dating someone, the person really doesn't know what your job is all about. You guys arrange on when you see, but being married is different because now you're living with the person, and the person is saying what the job is really about. So you need to make sure that the person you get married to understands what the job is all about. You are not away for most of the time. In fact, to me, I feel it's the most flexible job in the world because you can do a turnaround. Like you can have a flight in the morning, early in the morning, as early as 5, 7, and you're back home by, let's say, 3 p.m. Now, someone who is even doing a 9 to 5 is not back home at 3 p.m. And when you're back at 3 p.m., you can do other things personal to you. Or you can actually have a turnaround flight that starts from afternoon till in the evening. So from morning till afternoon, you can do, personal things. Even when you do your layover, like whenever I go to London and South Africa, I'm out of Nigeria for, let's say, 24 hours. My husband is not going to die now if he doesn't see me in 24 hours. And what I usually do is that I stock up my fridge with food. And so he helps himself. And even when we had a child, I usually leave leave her back then when it was just one. Right now I have two. When it was just her, I used to leave her with my parents because my parents also are based in the same Nigeria, Lagos, Nigeria. So whenever I do layovers, I take her to my parents' place, and whenever I'm going to do a turnaround, my mom picks her up early in the morning. My mom picks her early in the morning, or my husband drops her off at my parents' place, and whoever is coming home first picks her up. So it's just like how you do a night. If you're doing a 9 to 5 job and you have a child, you definitely you need either the care of a trusted family member, or you enroll your child in a daycare or crèche. It's literally the same thing. So because my own parents are around and my in-laws too are wonderful people, I usually leave my small child there. And when she started school, it even made things easier, so we didn't have to drop her there. So what my husband does is takes her to school. When he's coming back from work, he picks her up in the evening. You work hand in hand. So it's what I would just tell you is that for you to be married as a cabin crew, The most important thing is you have to have a very understanding partner, and you have to have an amazing backup system. And what is that backup system? Where you will put your child when you have a layover, not a turnaround, because turnaround you're coming back to your base, but layover you're not going to come back to your base. Like in, let's say, sometimes you might be out of your base for 24 hours or 48 hours or 72 hours, depending on the airline that you're working for. So you need to have a good backup system. So you ask yourself, if I'm in that kind of situation, where will I put my child? If I do a layover, where will I put my child? Okay, if your family, they are in your base, well, fantastic. So these are the two main questions you must ask yourself. If you're married, or if you want to get married, how am I going to be able to juggle my career and my family life? So the two basic things: my partner needs to understand the job, and I have to have a very good backup system. And that backup system is, where will I put my kid when I do layovers? So that's all about today's video, and I hope you gained something out of this. And if you still want to pursue a career in cabin crew, I'll tell you to go for it. To me, it's the best job in the whole world. Yes, it is. It's a very flexible job, and I want you to hit that subscribe button. Subscribe to my channel. I'm a professional makeup artist, and before that I used to be a cabin crew. I have 5.5 years experience as a cabin crew, so I talk about a lot of things that people wonder about being a cabin crew. So I have other videos, check it out, and my social media handles, I link it up in this video. Have a great day.